This is how I create structural framing plans or fully designed straight from a PDF, just by drawing a simple line around the building and clicking design on either timber or steel or concrete or light gauge steel, etc. And you can get the drawing straight out of this app, as well as 3D CAD and design reports, which include depth, material volume, spans, and you can also compare cost between different options as well. Okay, so I've just loaded the PDF into the app. I've set a scale and I'm just going to draw a quick outline around the area that I want to frame. I've simplified it on the right there because it's connected to another building. So that's why it's a good example to do timber and other structure alternatives, because it's a block of units. So if I say finished, it will go away and give me firstly a framing plan, and then it will size all the members to code. So you know that this framing plan works for your region. It has done all the structural calculations necessary for strength, deflection, and all the rest of it to work out the structural size. And you can see all those structural sizes color coded there. So for example, here's a 290 by 45. So that's the deepest color in yellow. And obviously for the smaller spans, you've got much less timber sizes. So the good thing about this app is you can compare different framing options. So say, because this is a block of units, I want to have a look at a steel composite version. So all I have to do is add an option, say it's steel, and then say design. And then it will do a steel composite version of this framing plan, and you can compare the two side by side. So here it is. So obviously a lot less members, but heavier and deeper members. So 310 UBs, looks like that's the heaviest. Yep. And it's got a 120 thick concrete deck on top of it. So overall depth is 4254 millimeters. So that's the deck plus the framing. Likewise with the timber, that was the same with the framing, which was 290 plus 15 mil for ply. And then you can compare the volume. So obviously a timber solution has a lot less volume than a steel and concrete solution. So likewise, you could have a look at a concrete or a steel lightweight. Let's do an LGS alternative, so light gauge steel. So here we're comparing timber and light gauge steel. I'll just wait for it to do its design. So again, it's giving you a framing plan suitable for light gauge steel. And it's gone away and done all the structural calculations to give you all the sizing as well. So you can see here the deeper member is a back-to-back. So it's a 300 deep back-to-back light gauge steel version. And this is where you can make some interesting comparisons, because the depth is actually slightly more. That's probably because the light gauge steel just comes in 300 deep, whereas 290 is in timber. Material volume, obviously it's a lot less for, or quite a bit less, yeah, less than half at least, maybe even less than that, than timber. So it's a lightweight solution, so just less materials, which is an advantage of LGS, less transport, less material. And obviously I can get drawings as well. So say I went back to my timber solution, and say for example, you can also, you can change the direction of the framing to see if that gets a better result. Or obviously you can fiddle with the numbers, or you can move columns. And so now I can print my engineering drawings. So if I just hit print, I got a structural engineering plan with some information in there, and we're going to add more info to these drawings going forward. You can download your 3D CAD. We're working on IFC, and you can obviously get a report about the volumes and the depths and everything with some section details as well. Print that out. A new feature we've got as well is analysis only, so you can get, if you're going through and you want to manually calculate this out, you can get the load widths on beams and the column loads as well. So it will just give you the framing plan as lines with the load widths on it, and it will give you the reactions at the columns as well if you want to work out the columns manually.